And go down. And somewhere front. Hey. Action!
Ikaw, anong Milo story mo?
And smile. Roll.
Rolling.
3, 2, 1, and what's your name?
I'm Alex Eala. This is My Milo Story.
The announcement that Alex Eala will be the newest face of Milo Philippines was received in a different way than any other endorsement agreement she had signed. This is more than just a sponsor. When she was a little child learning to play tennis, this brand was actually present. The haters cannot tolerate the complete circle moment at all. Did you drink Milo as a child and saw players like Alex Eala embody the brand's values? Do you believe that this collaboration is among the most significant endorsement agreements in Philippine sports history? Please share your thoughts in the comment section right now. She truly is the epitome of a champion, and we are thrilled because we know she will inspire, change the world, and encourage many Filipino children to pursue sports and become champions in their own right. We thus hope that you share your stories, just like Alex did. Let's discuss the true meaning of this, as it appears to be a brand contract announcement on the surface, but is actually one of the most comprehensive full-circle stories in Philippine sports history. Alex Eala was formally introduced as Milo Philippines' newest brand ambassador on February 22, 2026. Alongside the news, a new campaign named My Milo Story was launched commercially. Even though the financial aspect of this agreement is noteworthy in and of itself, what really sets this announcement apart from all previous endorsements is its personal component.
But we're very, very excited also and proud na ang unang magkakwento ng Milo Story niya sa buong Pilipinas is someone who is not a stranger to Milo. So we're very excited and proud to welcome home to Milo someone with a very rich Milo heritage. She's a woman of grit and grace, our champion. Do you know who our new Milo champion and Milo ambassador is? Yes, sino nga? Huwag tayo mahilig. Yes, louder. Sino? Yes! Alex Eala, the nation's darling. No, diba? Yan. So, we're very, very excited kasi si Alex ang tunay na Milo champ. So, did you know that she joined Milo sports clinics when she was 8? Look at those, how authentic can it be, right? So she joined our Milo Little Olympics pala when she was 8. She became a champion of our age group tennis tournament of 8 and under and 10 to 12 years old. So she was a champion then. She was a champion of our Milo Junior Tennis Tournament. And she won the 2019 Milo Junior Athlete of the Year. And as I speak and as we share this room today, she has also been winning the hearts of many Filipinos, inspiring all of us every day. Tama po ba? Have you heard a friend or someone na napanood siya tapos nakita kung gano'n siya kaano? She's full of grit and grace, right? I'm sure all of us have been touched by her Milo story. And so, we are super excited because she really is the embodiment of a champion, and we know that she will inspire, she will make a difference, and she can influence many Filipino kids to get into sports and to be champions in their own right. So like Alex, we hope that you share your stories. Meron ba ditong pwede mag-share ng Milo story niya?
Before the Nike deal, the WTA Tour, the Indian Wells main draw admission, the Dubai quarterfinal where she defeated the world number 8, and the Miami semifinals that made her name known throughout the world of sports, Milo was there. Milo was present when Alex Eala was a young girl attending sports clinics, competing in local tournaments, and learning the fundamental discipline that eventually led her from Manila to the Rafa Nadal Academy in Spain and from the Rafa Nadal Academy to world number 31 on the WTA rankings. This was before the sold-out stadiums, the Filipino fans traveling abroad, and the Kim Kerr's comparisons to Michael Jordan. The vice president of marketing at Milo Philippines, Lawrence Lorico, put it plainly. Her narrative was constructed with Milo. She graduated from a sports clinic. She became a global tennis champion after winning tournaments thanks to the program. For 50 years, Milo has been sharing tales about the transition from amateur athlete to world-class professional athlete in the Philippines. And now the brand's official face is the person going through the most visible version of that journey in the nation's sports history. It will be difficult for the detractors who have been following Eala's business development to find an opportunity to discount the expansion of her brand portfolio. She was chosen by this non-luxury business because she looks good in photos during fashion weeks. She was chosen by an indigenous Philippine organization because she embodies all they have ever professed to stand for in the most genuine way. Since some people outside of the Philippines might not completely understand what this relationship implies commercially, let's put the scope of the Milo brand into perspective.
Champion journey ko, dito nagsimula. I'm Alex Eala. This is My Milo Story. Together, let's energize tomorrow's champions today. Share your Milo story.
In the Philippine market, Milo is more than just a chocolate beverage. It's a cultural establishment. It has been a part of Filipino families' lives for many decades as a beverage linked to childhood vitality, athletic ability, and the aspirational notion that sports might alter a young person's course in life. This year marks the Milo Marathon's 50th anniversary. Millions of Filipinos have been exposed to organized sports competition at the community level over 50 years of mass participation running competitions. Athletes from a variety of disciplines have been created by the sports clinics. Every level of Philippine sports growth, from local courts to national championships, is impacted by the brand. Milo does more than simply purchase a well-known face to use on packaging when they appoint someone as their brand ambassador. They are expressing who embodies the principles that the company has been founded upon for 50 years. Grit, self-control, and resolve. All three of those terms were particularly used by Lawrence Laurico to explain why EA is the best option at this time. Grit, self-control, and resolve. These are not the adjectives you would use to describe a player who rose to the top of the sport due to favorable circumstances or inherited advantages. At the age of 13, Eala left the Philippines to train at the Rafael Nadal Academy in Spain. She competed against European players who had been playing on clay since they could walk while spending her whole adolescence abroad, learning a new language and acclimating to a very different culture. All in an effort to pursue a professional career, which, according to statistics, very few athletes ever manage to attain. Grit is that. Not the commercialized form of grit that companies employ in their marketing campaigns. The real version. The version that entails deciding to put in more effort than everyone else, competing against individuals who were raised with structural advantages you did not, and waking up every day in a nation that is not your own. In any case, contrast that with pole vault champion E.J. Obiena, who is also one of Milo's ambassador athletes. Prior to his arrival, the Philippines had no significant international history in a field where Oba smashed records. He achieved it using the same mix of unique skill and unwavering preparation that characterizes Eala's tale. These are not famous people who turned into athletics. They are athletes who rose to prominence in society by working in environments where rewards are unpredictable and the labor is truly challenging. Eala is a natural fit for that organization, and the fact that she graduated from the same sports clinic that Milo has been operating at the grassroots level for decades makes the fit even more genuine. They are not creating a link between her narrative and their brand. They are recognizing one that existed for a very long time before anyone was paying much attention. Examining the My Milo narrative campaign itself is worthwhile since its strategic thinking is more astute than that of a standard celebrity endorsement campaign. According to Laurico, the campaign is based on the power of narratives. Narratives that inspire people, nations, and movements. However, he added the element that makes it truly fascinating.
For generations, Milo has energized millions of Filipinos. I am one of them.
Our stories can energize tomorrow's champions today.
Share your Milo story.
Telling Alex Eala's tale as a champion is not the only objective. The intention is to utilize Eala's tale as the impetus to transform regular Filipino customers from onlookers into storytellers. Everybody has a story about Milo. The campaign is based on that realization. Every Filipino who grew up consuming that green tin prior to practice, school, a game, or a race has a personal connection to the brand. The campaign's goal is to bring those memories back to life and link them to the greater story of what Filipino athletes can achieve when given the right support and nurturing. Right now, EA is the most compelling way to enter that story. She is the most awarded tennis player in Filipino history. She is the first Filipina to rank in the top 50 of the WTA. After rising from 137 a year ago, she is now ranked 31st in the globe thanks to results that the tennis community is constantly debating. She has a contract with Nike. She was in the front row at Milan's Prada. In addition to selling out stadiums in Auckland, Melbourne, Abu Dhabi, and Dubai, she is traveling to Indian Wells, where the Filipino community in California is already mobilizing in numbers that tournament organizers have called truly astounding. And when she was younger, she began at a Milo sports clinic. That's the tale. The entirety of it. Additionally, unlike most corporate sponsors, the brand has the receipts to demonstrate their involvement from the start. The majority of sponsors show up after the success has been verified. Before anyone outside of tennis circles heard Alex Eala's name, Milo was in the building. Since this deal does not exist in a vacuum, let's now discuss the commercial portfolio background. It is the most recent addition to a brand architecture that has been growing faster over the previous 12 months and doesn't appear to be slowing down. The main feature of Eala's business profile is the collaboration with Nike. The most obvious indicator of her brand's current position in the world of sports is her image, which hangs on the wall of Nike World Headquarters in Oregon alongside icons from many sports. It's not a local endorsement agreement. That is an invitation to join the most exclusive sports marketing club. Nike places the faces of these players on its walls because they think those faces will remain relevant and identifiable for decades. The fashion layer is the Prada relationship. There has been a growing discussion about what a formal long-term agreement between Eala and one of the most powerful luxury houses in the world would look like after 2 years of regular tunnel walk appearances wearing Prada pieces in the front row at the Fall 2026 show in Milan alongside Olympic gold medalist Eileen Gu. Eala was positioned at both ends of the commercial spectrum at the same time as the Milo announcement and the Fashion Week occasion. European luxury couture for a worldwide clientele. Philippine sports nutrition at the local level for viewers at home. Rather than being contradictory, such dual posture is actually an indication of brand sophistication. The players who can be genuine in several situations at once are the ones who develop the most resilient commercial reputations. Clark has maintained a sincere relationship with the Indiana Fever fanbase that packs Midwest arenas while working with luxury and sports brands like Prada and Nike. Eala is doing the same thing with her profoundly personal Philippine roots on the one hand and her international collaborations on the other. Everything is rooted in the Milo bargain. It serves as the story's anchor. It states that the foundation was established at home through a Philippine institution at the grassroots level using the same program that has been developing Filipino athletes for 50 years, regardless of how far her tennis career takes her, which fashion shows she attends, or which international brands put her face on their walls. One of two arguments has been the main focus of the detractors who have been skeptically following Eala's ascent. She is either not talented enough to merit the commercial attention she is getting, or the attention she is getting is manufactured by marketing tools unrelated to her actual on-court play. When she defeated the world number 1 and advanced to the semifinals as a wild card qualifier in Miami last year, the first argument fell apart. When she destroyed Jasmine Pini, who was ranked 8th in the world, with a scoreline of 6,176, things fell apart once more in Dubai. Every time she steps onto a court and competes at the level that has propelled her from 137 to 31 in a year, it crumbles. With the Milo contract, the second reason falls apart because this brand does not base its decisions on generated excitement. For 50 years, Milo has been a part of the Philippine market. They know who their customers are and what kinds of tales appeal to them. They choose Eala because she is the most genuine representation of the journey their business has been supporting since before the majority of their present customers were even born. That choice does not contain any artificial inflation. Real accomplishment and real origin are acknowledged by institutions. March 4th marks the commencement of Indian Wells. Sections of the stadium are being reserved by the Filipino diaspora in California in organized groupings. On the secondary market, ticket prices for Eala's performances have already begun to rise. According to Sam Querrey, she is currently more popular in women's tennis than the top player in the world. Steve Johnson concurred. Kim Klur contrasted her day-to-day existence to Michael S. Jordan's. She is the best tennis player the Philippines has ever produced, according to Novak Djokovic. Amidst all of this international recognition, Milo Philippines declared that the girl who used to attend their sports clinic as a child would now serve as the brand spokesperson. When Lawrence Laura stated, "Stories can move people, move nations, create movements, not a manufactured story, a real one with a paper trail that goes back to childhood and runs all the way to world number 31 and the purple courts of Indian Wells," he was referring to that particular story. This one puts an end to all the arguments the haters have been making, therefore they will need to come up with another one. After graduating from the Milo Sports Clinic, Alex Eala became a world number 31 Milo brand ambassador. And the journey's full circle is among the most authentic tales in Philippine sports history. The brand was present from the start and is now at its height. Click like and subscribe if this story resonates with you.